Hello, welcome to the Dollhouse. I am the doll. It's been a little while. And today I'm going to talk about the difference between me, myself, and many people who I may know, who I don't know, many other people. I'm also very similar to probably most of the people who listen to this channel. But what makes me different is that I have an internal locus of control, which means that I believe that my thoughts, words, and actions, when they are aligned, they provoke an outcome, meaning that I manifest my destiny. And I am in control. And persistence, practice, planning, all of those things help my life to shape itself. And when there is a lack of energy in those places, the things around me reflect it. And it's the same for this channel. I haven't been making videos. My growth is stagnant. But hopefully there's still a few people among you who like to elevate and think beyond the boxes that we put ourselves into. I started this channel with the mission to elevate life in America and recognizing my part as a multi-generational American. I feel as if we have a duty, and that's part of my internal locus of control, feeling that I have a responsibility because I know that I control my outcomes in my life. I feel like I have a duty to help shape the world and also to improve it through my actions of service and through my actions of responsibility. It's responsibility that creates harmony in life, and it creates a purpose, and it creates something to look forward to. It creates goodwill in our society. And what makes me different from some other people is that they focus on rights. They're owed rights. They have rights, and neglect the responsibility. Now, believe me, I take advantage of my rights in life. I am not afraid to be a Karen, and I make sure that I know my rights. I also know what it requires of me to maintain access to those rights. And it is being responsible for my outcomes and my reality through my choices, through my thoughts, my words, my actions. It has led me to success in life. And I hope that more people will feel the joy and comfort that I feel. And so that's the purpose of this channel. And the Dollhouse is really focused for the dolls, for the ladies. I want to make sure that people understand the benefit of having an internal locus of control, which is a mindset that allows you to have the freedom to make choices and to break out of patterns and to do whatever it is you feel is divine. Not to say life is perfect, but I feel good knowing that if something happened and I didn't wake up, people would remember me well. And that is all we can really ask for. There might be some haters out there that, had stirred up some drama and some gossip about me. But mostly I will have left a mark on people's lives in a way where they have a story that they can tell about me that ends in a smile. Part of that is me having responsibilities. One example of ways that modern people in modern society neglect responsibilities is by showing up dressed like they just rolled out of bed at different places. It really shows a lack of concern for how other people perceive you, which, okay, fine. You don't care how other people think. Only God can judge you, all that. However, how they treat you and the experience that you get is based on the effort that you put in, showing up with the responsibility of improving every environment you walk into. You don't have to take on that responsibility. You can leave it. It's actually an expensive responsibility to take on, but it pays dividends. And scared money don't make money, honey. Okay, you gotta spend money to make money. So invest in your appearance out into the world. You don't have the right of acceptance just because you feel like you want it. You show up and you look like a vampire, and then you want people to let you watch their kids as a babysitter or a nanny. Like, okay, but I don't want you sucking my child's blood out. So no. Or my husband's, okay? Anything on him. So just understand that there are responsibilities in life that you don't necessarily have to take on. But if you do, they pay you back. And creating beauty in the world and leaving a trail of good energy behind you is a great way to, take on a bit of responsibility. It makes you responsible for your attitude, your appearance, the way you interact with other people. You don't have to speak so perfectly, but if you do it with kindness, that's all that matters. You don't have to try to be something you're not. Just be yourself, authentic, and of service. And yeah, it's a good idea to serve God and serve yourself first. And if you don't have like God or whatever you want to call it, you just serve your mental health. Serve that first, and then know that you have responsibility to serve others. Even if you don't leave your apartment, whoever you interact with online, whoever's delivering your groceries, like, be responsible with how you act towards these people. You see people online stealing from the Uber delivery person. That's just trifling. What a waste of energy. And, the more you give, the more you get. The more stealing energy that you give, the more that you're going to get. And that's just all a part of knowing that you create your outcome, no matter if you know it or not. Sometimes things happen where people lose personal freedoms, or they lose health, or they lose, access. There are losses, and sometimes it feels like you can't control it, but it's always an outcome of a choice that you made. And that may be unpleasant to hear, but even just going down the wrong street, and it's happened to me already too. So listen, I know just little things ripple throughout our lives and create our timing. So the more good, responsible energy we set out, the more that we will ripple out in that direction. Now, sometimes things disrupt it. However, the perception of limitation is not even real. You can be imprisoned and write 10 books. Of course, there are some circumstances where, people are trafficked and tortured, and we don't know if they had any control. Life is dark, but they can control their thoughts to the end. You can always control your inner world until the end. And no matter what, even when you pass on, you can feel good that you will have made an impact, even on the evil who take advantage of you. You impact them in some way. So it's not about trying to accumulate wealth or fame or impress people. Even though it's important to me to leave a legacy, but my legacy will be rooted in shining a light onto the world. So I hope that you guys take this and love it. Yes, welcome back to the Dollhouse. Listen, make yourself comfortable, and we will be talking soon.